Hey YouTube, it's ICU, and today I just wanted to go over basically all of the iPhone 5 rumors with you guys. So I have a post over here on my website, besttechinfo.com, and the title is iPhone 5 Rumors. So it seems like all signs have been pointing to a 4-inch display on the next generation iPhone. 9to5Mac has listed an Italian blog that claims that there are cases that support the 4-inch screen. And to add to that, there is a book listing on Amazon called iPhone 5 Made Simple. So I'm just going to go ahead and load it up. And here it is. Again, exactly what I said, iPhone 5 Made Simple. So I thought that was pretty interesting that that is on Amazon. I do not know if it is a fake or not. Chances are good it most likely is. However, I still think that is something to take into consideration. And who knows whether the rumors are true or not. However, it seems like there have been a lot of cases popping up, and 9to5Mac has coverage on all of them. So that can only be a good sign. That is if you do want a 4-inch display on the iPhone 5, which is actually what I'm rooting for because I think that would be absolutely awesome. So the very talented people over at Nowhere Else put together this beautiful infographic that gives a complete rumor roundup for the iPhone 5. Although most of these additions seem very likely, I suggest that you don't get too attached to any specifics because honestly at the moment it's all speculation. So there are also some really nice mock-ups in here too. I actually like this one. This one's my favorite. It kind of looks similar to the iPod Touch, and in this picture they actually got rid of the home button. So if Apple does get rid of the home button, I think they will actually make this part obsolete basically and just kind of get rid of it and basically try and make the entire thing a screen, which would be pretty sweet. But there's only a 20% chance of it not having a home button. So as most of you know, the iPhone 4 currently has a 5-megapixel rear-facing camera and a 1.3-megapixel front-facing camera. So there is a 50% chance of it getting a better camera, and there's also a 80% chance of it getting a bigger screen, which would be the 4-inch screen that I was talking about earlier. So hopefully that one is true because again, I really would like to see a 4-inch screen on the next generation iPhone. And it says there's a 40% chance of it getting a better resolution. However, I highly doubt that's the case because even right now the resolution on it is insane. So I really don't think that it will get a better resolution. If anything, it possibly could. However, I highly doubt that it will get more pixels per inch than the iPhone 4 has right now. So there is a 60% chance of it getting the same design and a 40% chance of it getting a new design. And also there is a 100% chance of white models, and we kind of all knew that was coming. And I don't even know why they included this in here, but they said there's a 0% chance of it having a physical keyboard. And this would actually be pretty interesting if they did include 64GB models. I would probably go ahead and get the 64GB model because my iPhone right now is practically full and I only have the 16GB one. I really would like to see 1080p support for video recording. However, honestly, who knows? This infographic is saying that there is a 30% chance of it having full 1080p support. There's a 30% chance of low-cost models being added and a 50% chance of there not being any storage at all. So for instance, no 16GB, no 32, 64, etc. So basically they're saying that could be for low-cost models, and basically they would all sync to the cloud. I'm sure as most of you know, there have been a lot of rumors around the entire Mobile Me and everything that's going to be happening with that. There's a 10% chance of a 3D display. However, I highly doubt that there will be a 3D display anyway. There is a 20% chance of it having a better battery. There is a 100% chance of CDA models being made available. However, I highly doubt that CDMA models will be made available as soon as it is released because I really do think that the iPhone 5 will be released in June and that the version for Verizon, also known as the CDMA model, will actually be out the same time the iPhone 4 for Verizon was released, which was around February. And there is a 20% chance of RUIM micro cards capability, so that is for CDMA users. and a 0% chance of 2 SIM cards, 80% chance of near-field communication technology, which can be used to pay for things and also to transfer data between devices wirelessly. There's a 100% chance of it getting the new A5 processor that is featured in the iPad 2, 60% chance of it having more RAM, hopefully it gets upgraded to a gigabyte. There's a 60% chance of it having HDMI output, 50% chance of it having 4G or LTE support. I actually don't believe that at all, because when Apple initially released the iPhone way back when in like 2007, they actually did not have 3G support, even though 3G had been out for a while. And the reason why is because Apple likes to go with things that are solid, that are tested, that are 100%. And that's why I highly doubt there will be 4G support. And there's a 60% chance of it getting enhanced voice controls, basically like Voice Activator, which was a tweak that I demoed a while back, where you could basically just do anything with voice commands. There is a 60% chance of it getting a iTunes cloud or a Mobile Me cloud, which is what I was talking about before, where all your information is stored in the cloud. And obviously it says there's a 90% chance of iOS 5 launch. However, I believe there's a 100% chance of iOS 5 launch. And also, it says there's only a 20% chance of it to be made available in June. Highly doubt that. I do not believe that at all. I think there's a 100% chance of it being made available in the summer or June. So I hope you guys like this video, just going over all of the different iPhone 5 rumors with you guys. Be sure to rate it up. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And as always, just subscribe to be updated. Until next time, this is ICU, signing out.